boss. Fallen has bestowed upon Taco the mighty powers of the raid boss with the Tech 9. And let's see if he can do something here. So far, so good. Taco picks up 2 kills. He does Fallen proud, although he dies. But he will go straight to Valhalla for his heroic efforts picked up by Valkyrie. And glory will be had.
Did you watch that new Mad Max film?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
I thought it was good.
It was very good. It was very, very good. I love any post-apocalyptic theme, but that was actually legitimately a very good movie as well.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Why do you bring that up?
Because you said Valhalla, and the only time I've actually recall Valhalla being mentioned anywhere is in that film.
Really?
Do you know the guy's like, Valhalla!
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, then. So, double scout, a bunch of pistols. This could be problematic. Shroud waiting by Ali with his scout. And lots of traffic around the B bomb site here for Cloud9. They got basically kind of 4 players on it. 3 in one fast rotation in Skadoodle. This could go quite well for Cloud9 actually. They've got so many players here.
If they, I was going to say, if the T's used a smoke grenade to allow them to cross towards the site, then it's GG's. They've suggested that. But in fact, Dan, they have other plans. They are telling a lie. They are spinning a web of lies.
Like the Sun tabloid.
Perhaps. Everyone has their agenda. That's the thing in life. Everyone has an agenda. Some are more honest than others.
My agenda is to cast this game of Counter-Strike, James.
Okay. Go forth and be merry.
Ooh. I'll tell you who is merry right now. Shroud is merry. Because that clank from the headshot, the scout's very satisfying. 4 versus 4 ensues now as the play is made onto the B-bomb site. And Cloud9, they have to get themselves and get the bodies in on top of that bomb, but it's hard to get back onto that bomb because we have Fer running around, running amok with that MAC-10. That is a very nice end of the round for SK Gaming after some early troubles. It all ends well.
There are a few things in life. Oh, excuse me, please. I didn't know you were still talking.
No, I'm not really. Just please go ahead. please, James. Please.
Please. There are a few things less satisfying. Sorry, a few things more satisfying than running around with a scoped in scout and just wrecking someone in the face.
That's true.
It's so good.
Can confirm. Gosh, nice pop flash.
The movement speed of the scout is so awesome. Honestly, it's one of the most fun things in the game. Skadonglers and Automatic moving towards B. Stewie's in a very forward position, and that distraction that Automatic's running, killing Taco, may be quite important. Nothing putting in work as well. Bear in mind, the bomb is still towards T-spawn, and Stewie is still headed in the direction of said bomb. He will hear Fallen and FNX running and jumping around, and they're coming, Dan. They're coming in his direction. Oh, the patience! Oh. He deserved the second kill. He deserved it, Dan.
But it can still be had here because there's 2 CTs left. FNX is very low. This is so weird. This is what I'm talking about. This is so weird, these situations. How does a round play out like this? coldzera coming in, most healthy player. Oh! Just spins around. See you later. Shroud. Something or other. And nothing now. He's got a real chance to be able to do this, but he's going to walk through the smoke. Unfortunate timing there. Just as SK were crossing over towards the A-bomb site. But a lot of damage was done there, and money was picked up by Cloud9 and getting the frags. Oh, if this was the double, that's the GG. I don't think there's any way that Cold wins the round from that point forward. It would be interesting to see.
That Shroud's going to be pissed at that one.
Yeah.
He's going to be pissed. I know Shroud. We heard him moaning in E-League. He's going to be pissed. Both teams, though, back on the buy. Purchases have been made. Receipts have been taken for the relative accounts departments. Let's see what Fer can do. Oh, Automatic. That is an unfavourable situation. Taken by surprise, perhaps. Taco really deep towards Ivy as well. Got a teammate in tow. Shroud forced away from his angle. 1 versus 1 with 1 by Taco. And now the 2 CTs on A have nowhere safe to hide. They've got no cover from anywhere. Nothing is very vulnerable around E-Box. He can't move too deep because he'll be exposed to Ivy. Ooh, catches Fer, grenade in his hand, but Fallen trays immediately. 4 versus 1. Stewie, what can you do, sir? The grenade grenade, the bomb flying into view. Somewhat brazen. But trades will continue.
Yeah, honestly, SK, I mean, although, again, some of the rounds are kind of scrappy, they are just pulling ahead right now. And let's see how things go when we get to that next buy round. I don't expect too much to be done here for Cloud9. Just, again, despite weird situations, SK Gaming have been pretty good at bringing it back to order, creating order. And that's a good start here for the SK side for picking up the kill onto Stewie. And it's all about working out where the CTs are. If you can get some free ones, some freebies like Fer just did, that's wonderful. And now you would expect Cloud9 to probably try to make a play somewhere. But they're happy just sitting in this kind of triangular setup on the A bomb site and just wait for SK. I mean, if they move, they're probably going to be in a worse engagement. So no need to do that, really. Just hang out and wait for SK to make their decision here. But perhaps some information has caused the push here from Cloud9 because they're starting to go back towards B. But the bomb is still just by T-spawn, essentially. It's by T-spawn. Now by A main. So it's we've almost come to an end of the formality that is this round.
Almost.
How would you rate this round, James?
I wouldn't. It's below my rating level. Unless this round is clutched by Cloud9, actually. Oh, man.
How does it rate now, James? How does it rate now?
Give it a 3.
Is that it?
I just like just the arrogance, the sheer arrogance, Dan.
Hubris.
It's great to display such things, to impose your will on your opponent in a stylish fashion, to tell them, I am the boss, kneel before me, and I'm still going to slap you in the face. But you will kneel.
Whilst I do it.
you will kneel knowing that you're going to get slapped in the face. That's how much I'm dominating you right now. Boom.
That's some serious stuff right there.
Psychological warfare.
Back onto the buy, though, Cloud9. Skidool's on the AWP, sitting on the bomb train. I enjoyed the sound of the Geiger counter just kind of ticking away.
I enjoy psychological warfare. Although one might argue I might enjoy infinite warfare since I appear to be in the game. T's moving into the B bomb site now, but Skadoodle was trying to shut them down. G2K on the site, around the site, behind the site. That is a meaty nade coming in, doing damage to FNX's bomb carrier, but not fatal damage. We've got T's moving forward. We've got the bomb falling. We've got headshots everywhere. SK with Fer on the A site. They've done nothing in this round, and Cloud9 look good for their first round on the board in the second match of train between these two sides.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting situation to see if Fer can actually get some damage here. Because in spots like this, when there's 5 players alive, the CTs can often be found taking more risks, obviously, because they feel like, well, we're not going to lose this round. But discipline is being exercised by Cloud9. They realize that there's no need to actually chase for the kill here. Because if they try to chase for the kill when they have absolutely zero understanding where Fer is, it's actually much more likely that Fer gets in a range of 1 to 3 kills. And if you, again, you can see the money here, it's just not worth it. So I really like the discipline from Cloud9, not taking those risks. Just basically, they've almost kind of like have a formation showing us the bomb blast radius.
That's a good point. Almost.
Because that's kind of what they're concerned about now. It's like, let's not get wrecked by the bomb, please. Although that said, the players on the far left, they're definitely in the radius of the bomb. They're definitely right next to the bomb, especially automatic.
The round has reached its conclusion, and we move on. Cloud9 get a very slow round on the board, and they're going double AWPs. They have 2 AWPs, therefore they are double AWP. Replenishing the grenades, and they're good to go. So what is SK's approach in this round? Are they going to go for a fast play? They've got 2 players moving towards Ivy, so perhaps no one in main on this occasion. Nothing in automatic, with forward positions towards A, towards the pop dog, towards main. Fallen, just missing a shot that he would normally deliver on. Will Shroud give him a second opportunity, second crack at the whip?
That's a very nice angle, very deep there for Fallen. Surely someone's going to cross, especially if his teammates are forcing repositioning on the front, or the front of the site, then they can basically just walk into Fallen's position. And I wonder if Cloud9 are going to realize that. They likely do. Oh, I guess they don't, because there's the pick they were waiting for that repositioning. It is automatic to fall. We saw this before. For SK getting 2 men push on Ali, they get the frag, they fall back with 1 all the way around to rejoin the bomb carrier or the main effort for the push, and leaving just a single man at Ali. Always keeping that presence, that threat alive that the A bomb site could be under attack at any moment.
Yeah, and once Fallen announces his position with a shot elsewhere, Cloud9 may assume that there's nobody in IV whatsoever. We will have to see. I'm not sure who threw that grenade towards IV on this occasion. Skadoodle nothing around the A site at the moment, but Skadoodle's going to get pinched if he's not careful. Nothing needs to go huge here. Spent too much time on the high ground, and Fer will take him down. There goes Skadoodle as well.
Yeah, Fer trying to put in work here on the bomb train. Things going very well for SK Gaming. It is a complete cleanup, and once again, SK showing us some great basics. They find a way to work Fallen into a great position to reliably get a pick on Ali, and then they show you how to play the man advantage as the T side. They keep the presence on Ali, they coordinate the push in, take the push. The coordination means that Cloud9 are essentially screwed because they're getting attacked from every single side at once. Really nice stuff there.
Still on the buy are Cloud9, despite the recent failures. Shroud over towards IV, holding the off angle. Difficult position for him to hold when SK really want to take it. Again, FNX and Fallen there. Fallen missing the shot in the last round. Didn't do them too much harm though. And Shroud may be conditioned not to peek IV at all. Initial grenades coming in. No one's going to go and help Shroud though. The man known as the Turret will be left on his lonesome.
FNX, the pick comes in just as Taco takes down Stewie. This is looking really desperate now for Cloud9. SK Gaming don't even have a situation where they have to play the 5 versus 4 advantage. They got 5 versus 3 advantage. It's hard to throw rounds like this away. But it'll look fairly similar to the previous one. Pick on Ali. Players go back, leaving just 1 on Ali, who can push as in when he wants to. Cloud9, I like this play from Cloud9. They're in this spot where they can't make an information play. It's too risky. So they just stack a bomb site. Either they save or they have a realistic defense opportunity. And B is definitely going to be quite safe for the time being. But SK Gaming, they must have enough money to justify hunting down these players.
Automatic will upgrade his rifle. And the money's not spectacular for SK, but they will mostly have 6k at the end of this round. So some hunting can be done should they opt to, but 3 players with M4s, they might have a nice hold of the site going forward. Sorry, a nice hold of their weapons towards the end of this round. SK up to some kind of shenanigans. The 3-man death squad is on the hunt. And Cloud9 will look to slow them down. We'll see if they can save anything in this particular round. This will be only the 2nd round in a row. So it's a whole $1,900. Not really great for Cloud9. Automatic desperately going for the smoke. Unable to save though. But yeah, they didn't really have money to drop the other teammate. So we'll see what Cloud9 opt to do. SK really running away with the first half.
Yeah, it's looking really good for them, isn't it? They've really stepped up their game generally, and also some of the ways that Cloud9 were getting back into the match in the previous game we saw was because of individual flair, and you can't rely on that every time. You don't always get the spots for it. And Cloud9, we're going to see them... Ooh, is this going to be a fake? A very cool stuff there from SK Gaming. Playing on the paranoia of the pistols, all to be in one spot. You're hypersensitive in a round like this as a CTs to just want to be in the right position, so I think you're quite susceptible. But at the same time, I think you're in a spot where, ideally, I think you mentioned this before, James, you generally don't want to have loads of smokes up if you're playing as the team which has all the guns, because you have such an advantage playing at the ranges with those guns. So why would you want to cut them down and allow the pistols to play amongst the smokes?
Yeah, it can be dangerous.
So it is a fake that some teams might see through, but this time Cloud9, they wanted to believe, James. They wanted to believe because they had everyone there. They wanted to believe the push was coming, but it wasn't.
No, it was fake. It was a trap. It was a fraud. It's like when you have a MySpace profile and you take that picture from some obscure corner, some very weird angle, but in reality, Everything is much different. Both teams on a bye. Cloud9 lacking in grenades, lacking in helmets, lacking in defuse kits, lacking in AWPs, and maybe just lacking on the CT side in general for this particular match, because it was a lot closer in the first half. That said, there is still room for recovery. 8-7 still possible. So never count the team out. Shroud's gone for a big push towards Ivy. There was a smoke there, so I'm not sure if we'll see that no one's there. Is he willing to go for a flank, though? He's shooting through the smoke while all this action happens on the A site. Trades coming in. Down goes Skadoodle in no man's land. Stewie by Connector. And this looks like another failed round for Cloud9.
I have no idea how Taco got there so fast. Crazy push from SK Gaming. Locking Cloud9 down. This is such a different game than the first one that we saw. Now, Cloud9 have to go for the save. So you're saying before in the previous round, 8-7 still possible. As you said that, Automatic got completely nailed by Fallen. But now it's looking like the best case is a 10-5 for Cloud9. Unless they do the unthinkable and win a round with just pistols and a couple Kevlars. And we will get a bit of a push there on Ali, but it's, I believe there is a player around the vicinity. We got Fallen and FNX who can scout this out. The smoke is down there, though. Shroud9 is going to be looking for a deagle shot. If he connects something here, that would be fantastic. It would be amazing. He's actually getting some connections, but no kill, unfortunately. He's going to be fairly frustrated with that one. And in goes nothing, potentially, to try to take down FNX. Oh, he's got a nade in his hand. Oh, the timing. The timing!
You said Shroud9 again.
Did I say? Why? Why does this happen, James? Maybe I need a brain surgery or something. I don't know, I need something to fix me. I didn't even realize that's what's scary, James. Didn't even realize.
Just the same, rolls off the tongue the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy,
Don't worry about it, Dan. Don't think about saying Shroud9 all the time.
No, yeah, I can't believe you've done this. Why have you done this to me? It's your fault all along, isn't it?
10-1. Almost like Hen 1, except it's SK rather than Hen 1's team, or Henny's team. Double figures for SK, just a solitary one little flag for Cloud9. Maybe by the end of this half, it'll be the white flag. If it ends up as a 14-1, maybe they'll beg for mercy, as the 50 Cent album is called. 3 CTs deep in the A site for Cloud9. So far, so good. Shroud and Automatic delivering some kills around A main. At least Automatic is. 2 smokes around Ivy, where Shroud is seeking, both at the same time. Taco will take him down. The bomb is towards Pop Dog. Automatic is still in main, I think, so there's all kinds of madness to be had here.
Yeah, 3 versus 4 is an interesting situation, a bit more interesting than some of the rounds that we've had so far. A lot to work with for Cloud9, and similarly, with a minute left, SK can basically try to open up the map anywhere. They've got a player deep in the Pop Dog position. Taco looking for the angle that previously was favorable for Fallen, when Fallen had an AWP though. And speaking of Fallen and AWP, he's rejoining Taco, down by Ali. There's 3 players to worry about. Skadoodle has a great off angle for this. A very good off angle. Oh, Taco looks for it though. That is a great opener. And now he's looking for the rest of them. The problem is Stewie. He's going to be coming in from the back. Stewie could basically seal the deal here for Cloud9 if he gets there in time. Will the timing be favorable? Will he be fortunate? Will Lady Luck give him a visit, James?
They're just leaving Taco to clear everything out with 12 seconds on the clock. Automatic's position. Fallen needs to take him down, but Fallen's being taken down. And now Cold is in the smoke. There's 5 seconds. He has to plant the bomb. Not going to happen. This time the clock doesn't work in SK's favor. And Cloud9 get a desperate second round on the board. But 4 of these 5 players of SK have 5 figures in the bank. So they'll have little issue buying. They can reset and go 13-2. It's possible. Or Cloud9 could prevail. Skadongler's on the AWP. He has an opportunity. That's the smoke I was talking about earlier that they started doing and then stopped all of a sudden. That's the one they're pulling out of the bag.
Oh, nice stuff coming in from Fallen. That is a very strong way to start around. Cloud9 with, oh my god, I hate you, James. I hate you so much.
That smoke is the smoke I was talking about. They throw it so they can just run straight into A, and it stops the player, the CTs in connector, seeing them because the CTs always get there first. That is what I was talking about. They started doing it, they stopped doing it, and here it comes again. Yeah. The bag of tricks. I know you hate me, Dan. Don't worry.
Yeah. You just, it's an inception.
Yeah.
You've incepted me.
Don't think about elephants. What are you thinking about? Elephants.
Oh dear. Well, Shroud is lurking. Is Fallen going to find him though? Is Shroud even looking? He must be looking at that position. Yeah, he is. He's in a similar off angle as we saw Skadoodle in, but a bit closer this time. He seemed to know about this. Oh, the flashbang goes in, but both players get blinded. Taco a little bit less so though, able to take down Stewie. Opening up the B-bomb site here for Business, and SK Gaming are going to be able to go with the plant, and it's going to be very hard in this spot, especially with Fallen. Just they know that Fallen is lurking around somewhere. Fallen's going to go all the way back, actually. Very smart. And Cloud9 are in so much trouble at the moment. They could get like 13-2'd at this rate. That would be after the first game was so close. It'd be so strange to see that.
Yeah, I mean the same thing happened on Overpass.
That was a little bit.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Well, at that game I felt a little bit like, okay. Well, I mean, in fairness, SK are playing really well on their T side. Really, really well. And we're not seeing as much clutch stuff, I guess, from Cloud9, so that kind of explains it, but at the same time, it's... Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
I suppose you're right.
Last tick kill from Skadoodle. Yeah, but I'm really happy that we saw that smoke again into main, because I haven't seen anybody else do that particular smoke, like with such pace. And they just get into main so quickly, it's ridiculous.
Bish, bash, bosh. In comes Fallen, the Brazilian boss.
9 rounds between these two sides. There isn't much for Cloud9 to offer on this round, the AWP, the AK, and that's about it. Are we going to see some aggression, some pushing, some flanking? FNX with the bomb, making sure no one's pushing through Ivy. Fallen getting all kinds of cheeky.
Oh, that's so nice. I think he saw the bomb as well. Big plays from Automatic there. We're talking about clutch stuff. There you go. And they can actually rotate around alley, set up around the bomb. This is a big problem here, obviously, for SK. They're down to 3 players.
Automatic's in T-spawn.
Yeah, what do you do here? They've got crossfires for days to Cloud9. It's going to be very entertaining to see how SK try to actually work this back, but it doesn't seem like this is going to happen right now. Fur and Cold go in. Oh, well, that adds an insult to injury. Automatic does not need to peek. No one needs to peek, James.
Flash down the flash.
Boom, flash. Oh, there you go. Sees it coming. Automatic just crushing the remainder of SK. They don't even get to make their play.
He's still got time to kill more people. He's got $12,500. But maybe he's not going to give them the frag. Maybe he's going to look on the high ground. Okay, it's going to be the latter. Ooh, this is interesting. Surely his legs are exposed, but exposed to what? I don't know. This is curious. This requires investigation.
Yeah, right now it's going to be interesting to see if Cloud9 can... I'm thinking about Cloud9's T-half already, and whether or not they're going to be able to step it up. Obviously, first comes the pistol. If they can't even get to like 3 or 4 rounds, that's a there's no security there. There is no, not even, just nothing. If you lose pistol, you can't even get a buy. You can't even save to have a buy, like a single buy round. This is Automatic is just so on point these days. It's really interesting to watch him play. Make sure you do watch that video, by the way.
Steel's video.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I will do at some point. Oh, Dan, we have the disrespect, the no respect play.
Oh, they're doing it again.
5 AWPs. What have you got for me? Fam, Famalam, Famo, and all the other street things from the streets. What have you got for me, fam?
5 offs. They made it work last time. Last time they actually won the round with it. just look at them all. Just AWPing. Everyone's AWPing.
There are 7 AWPs.
7 AWPs in a round. Makes sense. There's the first frag. Perhaps one of many. We'll have to see. Nothing lurking. This is, you just never will ever expect this. Oh, they've got 5 AWPs. Interesting. Oh, that is gorgeous stuff there. Great flick from Stewie to bring home the frag. Well, the AWPs are diminishing, James, slowly but surely. The AWPs are diminishing, but there's still 5 on the map in the round.
Fallen still alive. Shows team how it's done. Skadoodle and Stewie both AWPing. Taco's never going to look towards nothing. Surely. Oh, they've both been tagged heavily. But is Taco willing to... Oh, man. Doesn't even need... I was going to say, is he willing to get the pistol out? And indeed he is. FNX going to put the advantage with SK. Skadoodle creeping towards Pop Dog. But they are encroaching on his position. Take9's coming out. That's technically cheating, Dan. All things considered. Should be AWP only. But we can forgive them for it. 12-3 it will be.
Yeah, that's a pretty monstrous scoreline. 12-3. Cloud9, they're in such a bad spot. I can't believe it. But the thing is, SK Gaming are showing that they have the ability to... This is one of the reasons why SK became so good. It's because even though they're so skilled individually, they came out of a structure of being a very structured, tactically heavy team, tactical heavy team, and then they build in the individual skill. And they know when to flip the switch between both of those styles. And it makes them so versatile. And they've got such good rounds here so far on that T side. Cloud9 have to mirror that. And they have to start off with this pistol round victory. That's a good way to kick things off. Going deep on the B yard. Maybe they can make it happen.
Yeah, this is a great start from the T side. Still got a man advantage despite losing automatic. Fallen, spotted towards CT spawn. Stewie2K though is a nuisance. And he's alive. Down goes Skadoodle. He's not having a good map at the moment. Stewie2K still containing his pace towards Connector, wasting tons of time. Now it's Cold alone. And he'll be left in the cold. In an uncomfortable position. No defuse for him. 8 rounds between the two sides. How many can Cloud9 claw back?
Yeah, it's a long road to recovery.
Skadoodle has 3 kills on the CT side of Train.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's suboptimal.
He's 3 for 12.
Suboptimal. Okay, well we're going to see a P90 out from Skadoodle. Maybe that will help him out in getting some frags. Cold though opens things up. I'm actually a bit worried for Cloud9 in this situation. Shroud able to get himself out into the yard though with the AK, can basically play deathmatch, but they're losing players. In comes Skadoodle to buff up his score, pad those numbers, but there's still a shotgun in play. Taco lurks with the Nova. Not even to be fired though. No time to pull the trigger there for Taco, unfortunately. 12-5. Cloud9 getting some rounds now that they won that pistol, but there's only one more round of potential comfort before SK Gaming are able to bring the big guns into play. Oh, we see the HEs again. They're going HEs. Only 3. Last time it was 4, James.
And this time it's 3. All over towards B. 3 on B. Oh, no, it's 2 on B. Fallen's over towards A. Deploy that grenade, Fallen. Before it's too late, deploy it! No, it's too late! Well, there they go. And minimal damage was done. Still love the idea, though. Bomb getting planted, and this should be an easy round for Cloud9. Stewie down to 5 HP, and that's an AK that can be stolen. I'm not sure if anyone's in a position to cover it. But SK not going to commit to the AK just yet. They can wait for the bomb blast and go and collect it. Might be safer for them, and maybe they'll catch a second player and catch another AK. Who knows? Where is that Deagle headed? Towards Connector. But there'll be no shenanigans to be had there. Now we've got Automatic going to check on this gun, I do believe. But with 3 CTs left, he'll have to be very careful. Gets dinked immediately, 20 HP, and he'll be forced to give it up after 1 kill. Let's see, Cold Zero, last man standing, and Skadoodle looks away, but they've done their job. No AK for SK.
And no AK indeed. Cloud9 will have all the AKs though. Got the money to spend. And up on Fallen. This is where things can get a little bit tricky. I really love when he plays the support position for the player on Ali, but I have to hold this fort right now because we've got a very fast play coming in to outside. Oh dear, Shroud's a little bit ahead of his teammates. The trade can't come in so quickly. Another opportunity there for FNX was to get the frag, but they still are able to get the kill there. However, they are losing men very quickly in this very fast rush. Poor Cold is completely blinded, has no idea what's going on at the moment. Very nice flashbang, but it's just too many players. Surely Skadoodle is going to die as well. Very fast round. Cloud9 just ran outside, James.
That's what they do.
Ran outside.
They're explosive.
And then that was it.
They're explosive, but sometimes, Dan, TNT can be unstable and it can blow up in your hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 7 rounds between these two sides. Both are going to be on the bye in this round, importantly. Fallen will be the one AWP. Skadoodle hasn't made much use of his so far on this map, so maybe this is fine. Maybe it's all fine. First player jumping over the angle. Speaking of over, Taco is over the smoke towards B, but Shroud will not overextend. Resmoke comes in from Taco, smart stuff. And he'll slow down the advances of Cloud9 in this area. Minute 20 on the clock, and Shroud may have to wait a bit longer. Taco moving forward now. The timing is unreal over there, but let's see what Fallen is up to.
Yes, there's 2 flashbangs left, and there's over a minute left for SK, so that's not the best line ever. That said, Cloud9 have only 2 smoke grenades, one of which has just been thrown. They are really limited on utility as well. They need that utility to get in, and you can see they're moving in now. 50 seconds left. Timely push into the A-yard, but timely push into Fallen's reticle there as he lies in wait. Looking very good here so far for SK Gaming. They are wiping out Cloud9. Oh man, that did not work out. That contact play did not work out well for Cloud9.
No, it didn't, and their money has been drained.
Actually, it wasn't a contact play. They threw 2 smokes. What am I talking about? What am I saying?
So, AWP and Rifles versus Tech9s. Cloud9 with some utility. 5 smoke grenades on the side. Where are they headed? Going towards B initially, but will they commit to B? Nothing is around the main position. Down goes Shroud, so perhaps it will be a commitment to the B bomb site, but all they're doing is committing bodies to the cemetery at the moment. 3 players already. Skadoodle trying to make something happen. But the bomb will be left behind, and it's a 4 versus 2. So maybe the ideas have run out for SK. Automatic, the last man standing. The final hope.
Yeah, he's not long for this world though. Oh dear, he's very dead. Very dead indeed. 15-6. Cloud9's days on train are numbered. Surely they're numbered. Look at this buy. It is just bits and bobs.
Look at this buy.
It's like this is a poor excuse for an offering, James. It's like when you're at the church, the offering plate's going around, and you put in some coupons you found in the magazine instead of real cash.
I remember when oh, never mind. It's too late. There's no time. Nothing charging through Pop Dog. Gonna save his teammate. Oh, that's monstrous from Nothing. Looking for a 3rd one as well. He's gonna force the CTs back. 3 versus 2 versus 2, never mind. Oh man, the violence in this round.
Okay. All right then. That makes sense. Taco in for the rotation. I mean, they have Kevlar and helmets and stuff. This obviously Sui's been tagged, but Skadoodle's pretty healthy at the moment. This is pretty tough right now for Taco. He's got a good angle to come onto this push. Oh, surely he's going to be able to pull this one out of the bag now. Great damage done. AK picked up for Skadoodle. Life slowly but surely getting more complex here for Taco as time goes on. He's got to commit. He's got to force out the T's from their positions. They can be anywhere. Oh man, he gets caught by Stewie. Wonderful job in this round by Stewie. 2K for him. And I guess we're going to start to see some of the deagle shots, some of the pistol action. This is where it all started. That double from Nothing. 15-7. Cloud9 is... Do you dare to believe, James? Do you dare to believe?
Not yet. AWP onto Fallen, 3rd down to the mag 7. He is suffering the shortcomings of their existing economy. Avoids a flashbang, but can't get the angle on the meat shot. Nothing falls elsewhere. How fast will Cloud9 push? Taco holding off angles. Opportune time to go for the peek there. Shroud just not ready. Double headshot from Taco. Stewie on the high ground towards B. A lot less you can do with 3 people than 5 people. Quite crippling it can be, unless you take someone down from the back.
Yeah, and the bomb can be planted now, which is a good sign for Cloud9. Cold Zero will make his way, and he's so far undetected. They may feel like this angle is clear. Ooh, he's making some sound though. I don't know if Stewie heard anything. Oh, free kill. Cold gets the dink. Oh, and finishes off Skadoodle. Surely it's done. Surely it's over. Automatic, 1 versus 3. The CTs have a clear path to the bomb. He gets himself in there in the back there, looking for the clutch. First player found. Fallen misses his shot. Maybe there's a chance after all. Automatic, double peaked by Fallen and Cold. What are you going to do? The round and the match goes to SK, 16-7. They close it down.
Yeah, it's a dominating scoreline. Apart from the pistol round in the second half, there were no rounds strung together consecutively for Cloud9. Looked like a very difficult second map of Train